Is brochure visible, sir?
Yes, madam, yes. Wait a minute, madam, I will share.
Okay.
Visible, madam? Slide is
Yes,
visible?
sir. Now with participants, we can take screenshots also because the brochure is visible. After this, presentations would be there. Shall we start, sir?
Okay, madam. We will start.
Hello. Madam Katyayani, madam. Are you there, ma'am?
Ask madam to unmute.
Yeah.
Huh? చెప్తాం కూర్చో
మేడం అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి మీరు.
Madam, some of the students, the host is not allowed, madam. They are coming and showing the message. Please allow them.
ఓకే ఓకే నేను నాగార్జునకు చెప్తాను ఉండండి మేడం. నాగార్జున మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేయాలా? కాత్యాని మేడం మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు. మేడం నన్ను అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి అంటుంటే. ఓకే. మేడం అన్మ్యూట్ చేయలేదు. మేడం మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, మీరే చేయొచ్చు. చూడండి మేడం మీది వీడియో వస్తోంది. అవునా? లేదు మేడం అట్లా ఏం చేయలేదు, మీరే చేసుకోవాలి అంటున్నాడు నాగార్జున. ఒక్కసారి ఆఫ్ చేసి ఆన్ చేసి రండి మేడం.
Hello.
అందుకే నేను Yes, Lata? Yes, Dr. Lata. Are you able to hear my voice?
Yes,
Ye-
ma'am.
Yes, madam, your voice is audible. Yes.
Yes, madam. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah, start.
Yeah. Good morning, one and all. Sorry for the inconvenience with this technical issue, but anyway, we are going to start the program. First, I would like to mention few words from Sri Padmavati Mahila University, that it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's special event on angel investment and venture capital funding opportunities for early stage entrepreneurs. This session is being organized under the auspices of the Sri Padmavati Mahila Vishwavidyalayam IIC Mentor Mentee Scheme 2023, a testament to our commitment to nurturing innovation and entrepreneurship. Today, here we are joined by esteemed institutes that are part of our Mentor Mentee network. Sri Venkateswara College of Pharmacy, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering and Technology, Seven Hills College of Pharmacy, CBIT College of Engineering, Praduttur, and Annamacharya College of Pharmacy. Each of these institutions
Meeting lo
played
unnam,
a
sir.
pivotal role in this initiative, and we are excited and happy to have them all here with us in one platform. So before starting this, with the help, with the guidance, mentoring, support of our in-charge Vice Chancellor, Professor V. Uma, President, IIC, and Professor R. Nagaraju, Vice President, IIC, and Mentor-Mentee Coordinator, Professor G. Rajita, Convener, IIC, and myself, Dr. G. Lata, co-convener, IIC SPMVV, and Rajalakshmi, member, IIC SPMVV. So in coordination with all of our IIC team, I welcome you all to this virtual session on angel investments and virtual capital funding opportunity for early stage entrepreneurs. I also welcome today's resource person speakers, Dr. T. Raja Reddy, Dr. A. Mahamani sir, Dr. C. Chandramouli sir, and Ms. B. Shaheen to this program. So first, I would like to say a few words about the program schedule that we have today. That is, first we will start with first session. We are going to start with Professor J. Katyayani ma'am. She's going to address you on, give a few brief ideas on introduction to angel investors and venture capitalists. We will be having a wonderful session from Professor J. Katyayani ma'am soon. And also the next followed by Startup Success Blueprint, prerequisites for securing funding by Dr. A. Mahamani sir, Dean, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering and Technology. After that, lunch break would be there. And then again, afternoon session is going to start by Mrs. B. Shaheen, consulting project designer, Atal Incubation Center. She's going to give a lecture on government grants to innovators and startups, followed by angel investment VC funding opportunity for early stage entrepreneurs by Dr. C. Chandramouli, incubation manager at Atal Incubation Center, Sri Krishna Dev Raya University. And then it program can be will be concluded with a vote of thanks. So I wish all the best and have a wonderful session here with our esteemed speakers. Now I will welcome Professor J. Katyayani ma'am, former IIC convener and innovation ambassador, and having lot of expertise in innovation, entrepreneurship, angel investment, and VC funding opportunities. I welcome you, ma'am, to hand over the session. Katyayani ma'am, I welcome you.
Yeah, thank you, Lata, for giving this opportunity. So in previous, mentoringship, we have talked about innovation readiness, how we can bring our innovations to commercialization. So in that, we have seen after getting a innovation ready for commercialization, then we are go for patents and copyrights, and then next step that we are going to do it is we are going to prepare the business plan or a business model, and then we are going to think of how to finance, how to get the finance. To welcome you all to the significant session on angel investment and venture capital funding. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So angel investment and venture capital funding. So this is the opportunity that you are going to look at when you are a first level entrepreneur. And if you are a second level or third level entrepreneur and already your family is in business, so you might have prepared a financial plan how to get the capital for starting the business. If you are a first level entrepreneur, so you are going to, if you are having a funding with you, you are having a sufficient finance with your family, you can start. Otherwise, there are many of the opportunities are there. Many of the venture capitalists and then angel investors are available to now startups. So you can make use of those opportunities.
Black headphones.
Okay, so like this, we can think of angel investors and angel investment, how to get angel investment and all that. Actually, when you were before entering into the commercial market, you are going to test your product for success. So for that, you can approach incubation centers. So we are having a lot of incubation centers in India. In every university, almost we are having incubation centers. So incubation centers, we are having a different funding also for startup. Seed capital funding is there. So even in our university, we in TBI, we are having a startup seed capital funding, and they are funding the startups who are having a good and successful commercial product available with them. So you can approach these people and incubate yourself in those incubation centers, and then you can apply for venture capital, and they are going to invest in it, and they are going to show how to network with angel investors and venture capitalists. They usually they will conduct meets, networking meets with angel investors and venture capitalists. You can attend those meets and then you can get the investment. But you should have a good business plan with you to present them. You have to give your pitch. Okay, you have to give your presentation about your business, whether your business is successful, and then it is having a technical, even we are having a technically it is going to be sound, and then it is going to have a sustainability. So that is we are going to make down be ready with that plan, and then you can approach the angel investor. Angel investor is an individual who wants to invest in startups. Okay, so they are having a money, and then they are interested in to invest in startups. For example, we are going to have in India, we are having a certain famous angel investors like Ratan Tata. I think all of you know about the Ratan Tata. He is a former chairman of Tata. and one of the India's most expected business leaders. Okay, so Ratan Tata has invested in several startups, including Ola, Paytm, okay, and Snapdeal, Urban Ladder. So, like this, he has invested good startups, and his achievements have significantly boosted the credibility and growth of these startups. Okay, and he is known for the strategic insights and philanthropic efforts. So he is the one of the leading angel investor in India. And also we are having Rohit Bansal. So he's also Kaul Bansal and then Rohit Bansal. They are the co-founders of Snapdeal. Okay, and one of the India's largest e-commerce platform. So they have invested in various startups, including like Ola and Paytm, and then Razorpay and UN Academy, and these are the they have helped these startups. And then we are also having another person like Anupam Mittal. So he is the founder and CEO of People Group, and which owns companies like Shadi.com, and then we are having Manuj Mobile. So these are the some of the companies he's having, and he has invested over 50 startups, including Dhruva and Sapphire Analytics and Cave Joes. Like these companies, they are invested. And then we are having Sanjay Mehta. He is also a serial entrepreneur, and he is a prominent angel investor. And he has invested about 100 startups, including Oyo and Boxate and FabLA and Loginext. Okay. So he's a part of Indian Angel Network and Mumbai Angels, and he's highly regarded for his deep understanding of various industries and his hands-on approach with the startups. And another person that we know is Nandan Nilekani, and he is the co-founder of Infosys, and he is a key figure in India's technology sector, and he has invested in startups like ShopX and Forgo and Riley Yuri, okay, and e-commerce, so 10 e-commerce services. So these are the where he invested, and he's also having a high experience in assessing the startups. And Rajan Amandan, he is the managing director of Square Capital India and former vice president of Google India and Southeast Asia. So he has invested in numerous startups, including InstaMojo and WebEngage and Capillary Technologies and Dhruva. So he is known for his extensive experience in the tech industry and his focus on innovative startups that have potential to scale rapidly. And we are also having Girish Mathu, and he's the founder of and CEO of Freshworks and leading SaaS companies. So his investment in startups like ChargeBee and Unacademy and Info8. Okay, and he's highly respected in the SaaS community and provides valuable mentorship to startups in this area. So these are the some of the famous angel investors in India. So every incubation center we are having in India is going to conduct one networking exhibition. So where you can go and then present, give a pitch of your startup, then you are going to get the angel investors help for starting your business. Because funding is very much important, our finances is important. So not only getting how much fund that we require to start a business, not only calculating accurately. So after that, we have to get these investments. Okay, how much investment that we have to put in your business, that if you have to prepare first in a plan, and then you have to approach these people. Okay, and they are having websites, so you can open those websites, angel investors websites, and then you can also directly send the mail, or they used to participate in incubating center networking meetings, so you can go there and then give the pitch of your business. Okay, and then second one is venture capitalists. Venture capitalists are like a angel investors. Angel investors individually they will invest. Venture capitalists they will few people get together and then they will be making investments. So like that we are going to have venture capitalists. So influential venture capitalists in India are Chris Gopalakrishnan. So he's a co-founder of Infosys and a global leader in consulting, technology, and outsourcing solutions. Okay, he invested his capital Accelerate Venture. So this is the firm in which he invested it. Okay. So it has invested in startups like Fresh Menu and PyBeam Labs and Tutor Vista. Okay, and Nandan Nilkhani also is a co-founder of Infosys and prominent figures in India's technology sector. So they are also act as an venture capitalist, and they have invested in companies like Farm Easy and Travel Triangle like this. And then we are having Vani Koala. So she's a managing director of Kalari Capital, one of the India's leading venture capital firm. So venture capital firm name is Kalari Capital. Okay. And then it has invested in companies like Snapdeal, Myntra, and Dream11 and Q.fit. Okay, so this is also very successful venture capitalist. And another venture capitalist firm is Sandeep Murthy is actually partner at Lightbox Ventures. So venture capital firm focused on consumer technology startups. So Lightbox Venture is the name of the venture capitalist firm. So it has invested in startups like Rebel Foods, for Furulence and Danjo. So you can go to the websites of these venture capitalists, and then if you are having a food business you are going to run, then you can approach them. Like that, it depends upon the domain in which the venture capitalists are interested. So then you can approach them and get the funding for your business. And then we are having a Sasha. Sasha is the founder and managing director of Car Capital. So this Koi Capital is invested in companies like HealthCart, Porter, and Mahindra. So in this, they have invested in it. So venture capital firm is Kai Capital. Okay. So like this, we are going to have, and then we are having Sailendra Singh. So he is a managing director of CQ Capital India. So CQ Capital India is the venture capital name, and they have invested in companies like Byju's, Zomato, Voyo Rooms, and Vola. Okay, and then we are having Rajan Anandan. So he is previously mentioned as an angel investor, and is also a managing director of CQ Capital India. So venture capital firm name is CQ Capital India, and in his capacity at CQ, Anandan has been involved in investment in companies like Instamozo, Web Engage, and Capillary Technologies. And notable achievements of Anandan was experience in tech industry and his focus on innovative startups making him a valuable assets to Sokyo Capital. And another person that we know is Deepak Gaur. He is a managing director of SAP Partners, now known as a Elevation Capital. This is venture capital name is Elevation Capital. They have invested in companies like Paytm, Make My Trip, Swiggy, Urban Club. Okay, so and then another person is Anand Lunia. So the venture capital firm is India Quotient. So he is focused in startups investments, and it has invested in companies like ShareChart and Lending Cart and IM Jobs. Okay, job portals. So, and then we are having Vikram Vaidyanathan, and he is the managing director at Matrix Patterns India Limited. So their venture capital firm is Matrix Partners India. So these partners India has invested in companies like Ola, Prasto, Quicker, and Daily Hunt. Okay, so these are the notable achievements of some of the famous venture capitalists and angel investors in India. So what you have to do it is you have to prepare your business plan, and you have to prepare a pitch to present to the investors, and then you can approach venture capitalist firms or angel investors. So that's for that purpose you have to register yourself in incubating centers and where the startup capital is available. So they are going to conduct an exhibitions and networking meetings with angel capitalists and venture capitalists. So periodically you can participate and give the pitch and then get the fund, because fund is crucial for you people to start your business. So having a good idea and good innovation with you, and then doing it, and then having a attitude of starting a business. Okay, so then you can definitely you are going to be successful in starting your business, and also you can commercialize your product comfortably. Okay, so we can also explore banks and government institutes like DIC, district industrial centers. So they're also going to conduct these meetings, venture capitalist and angel investor meetings. So you can participate in that and then showcase your idea, and then you can also get. So in through banks, you are going to get mudra loans, and DIC is also going to help to network with the venture. So we are also having a private fund available, and also we are having government fund available. So you can utilize whatever fund you are comfortable, and wherever your plan is notable, and then they're convinced that yes, this business will be successful. Okay, so for that you should have a strong business plan, and you have to have a strong business model, and then you can approach any of this, and then you can so be successful in that starting the business. So like this, if you know about all this, so we can build a vibrant community of impact. So thank you, and wish you all fruitful and engaging sessions in ahead today's. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful insights. And your insights definitely, I think it have laid a solid foundation for our participants to understand the crucial role of these investors in the startup ecosystem. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for enlightening this session with our participants. Now I think we can move to another speaker session. That is Dr. A. Mahamani sir. He is Dean of R&D at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering and Technology, Chittoor. So he is going to take a session on startup success blueprint and prerequisites for securing funding. Sir, Mahamani sir, are you ready?
Yes, madam. Ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now the platform is yours.
So I hope my slide is visible, madam.
Yes, sir. Your slide is visible.
Good morning to all. First of all, I thank Sri Padmavati Mahila Vishwavidyalayam for engaging us for mentoring 5 institutes, so including our institution. So I'm extremely happy to take part of this mentor-mentee scheme to deliver a session. My session title is the Startup Success Blueprint and Prerequisites for Securing Funding. So actually, this session I planned with one more my colleague, Dean Dr. Raja Reddy. Unfortunately, both are got engaged one in-house FDP. So in place of me, he is going and giving the talk. So therefore, this section also I'm covering. Here in this section, I'm going to talk about the motivation and not simply motivation. So just I'm motivating with some database, some data. So therefore, it will be more understandable. And again, I'm going to talk about the what is the blueprint, successful blueprint, what are the prerequisites for securing funding. These are all the things I'm going to talk about. So the outline of my presentation is, madam, I think somebody
yeah.
they are talking. Please
Yeah, I'm
mute my
trying
mic.
to mute them. Participants, all of you, please mute yourself.
Yes, madam. Thank you. I will start. So the outline of my presentation is introduction, success stories and statistics through which I am going to motivate, and market research, business model development, pitch deck creation, financial planning and legal consideration. So I'm going to motivate with my invention. Some of the inventions I created as part of my research and how I commercialized. So how I engaged with startup. This success, this journey I'm going to share with you at the end. First, I start with the overview of session, and its objective is to equip early stage entrepreneur with the knowledge to attract and secure funding. So, secure funding agency, everything, it will be discussed in the afternoon session. There are a couple of speakers from SK University, Sri Krishnadevara Raya University, Incubation Center, who the member from that incubation center, they are discussing. Now we got little prerequisite about the startup, everything. And the topic what I'm going to discuss is market research, business model development, pitch deck creation, financial planning, and legal consideration. So through this, I want to clear-cut information about what the venture capitalist, and a financial investor or angel investor, they are expecting from us. So for my startup, I given a presentation. So with this, I'm going to share some best practice. Then outcome of this session, it would be clear understanding about the steps and the preparation need to appeal investor. Before going to the investor, what are all the information you're supposed to have? The goal is to enhance the chance of funding success for participant. So who are all going to approach for startup and funding, everything. So we are giving the chance of maximizing the funding. So I start with the importance and understanding of prerequisite. It is crucial for securing the investment. So we need to understand before going for presentation what the audience is expecting us. That is more important. So that is crucial for securing the funding. Second important information is the investor, they will seek well-prepared startup with a validated idea and strong financials. So always investor, they are always an investor. The whole funding they are going to invest on us. Therefore, we have to go with a very clear, prepared, very clearly prepared startup, and clearly we have to explain to them. So validated ideas and strong financial. And preparation, you refine the business model and enhances the pitch effectiveness. This I am going to talk a little bit detailedly, and increases the likelihood of securing funding and build the foundation for sustainable growth. Startup, this is very important. So startup means, so this is the early stage. So I have a definition also. Those who are not having prerequisite, not known about startup, I am going to give the prerequisite. What is it? So startup means, so before going the many business entities who are in market today, I think that Karthayani madam also, she shared some of the people, some of the important people. Initially, they started with startup. So initially, they will start with little less seeking investment, then going for very fast growth rate, and very quickly they become the owner of multi-million crores, right? And equip the entrepreneurs with knowledge and confidence for investor engagement. So these are all the importance for prerequisite for startup funding. So next I'm coming to the introduction. So introduction means I need to I need to show some pictures and some text to easily understand what is the startup. Students, they may be from different backgrounds. So we have students of pharmacy, we have some students from diploma, and different courses. They have to understand very clearly what is meant by startup. Generally, startup, it is called as a techno-entrepreneurship, technical entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship means it is ordinary one, doing any business, just starting a hotel, just starting the tea shop with like that. This may be entrepreneurs, but startup, it will be completely with the technical information. So therefore, it is called the technical entrepreneurship. So in word, if you are doing. So here we have a definition in this text. You can see a company in the first stage of operation, it is called startup. So later on, by capturing fund from various venture capitalists and angel investment, they will grow. And startup means you can look at, when compared to other company, some other MSME or some other enterprises, the growth rate, it will be faster. That I am going to explain very clearly with some examples, some statistics. Right? A startup, it is a company that initial stage of business. Founder normally finance their startup and may attempt to attract the outside investment before they get off the ground. So outside investment means, like madam said, the venture capitalist, angel investor, and approaching other company who are doing the similar product like that. Then the funding sources include family, friends, venture capitalists, and crowdfunding. Sometimes we can go like this. So apart from that, we can get a loan from the banks. Okay. So here, with this picture, within a single word, I think picture you can understand very easily. Startup and big company, we have a difference, but the working style, it will be different. So for example, if it is a corporate, or if it is a MSME, or if it is an enterprise, you can run very freely. So your business is reliable or something. Whereas startup, you have to put continuously your continuous effort, but you have an advantage. So startup, suddenly the people who are involving this, he become a owner for multiple crores. That I am going to share with some statistics. Whereas enterprise, you have the ordinary growth rate, slow growth rate. Whereas startup, it will be very big rate of business. Suddenly they become, within a year, they become the owner for many hundred crores. So this kind of case studies we can see. Next, I'm coming to the key characteristics of startup. So one startup is there. What are the characteristics, right? How to characterize that? So for movies there, we have a different character. So take a movie, somebody will be a hero, heroine, comedian, villain, something is there, no? Similarly, we have some key characteristics of startup. So that we have to always look at. One is innovation focused. So here we are differentiating with the conventional enterprise, right? So this will be completely innovation focused. For example, enterprise means So just some hotel business or, for example, some other provisional stores. This kind of business, there is no innovation is there, already established by many people. Just what you will look at is just look at the market. Okay, for example, one particular region is there. There is no sufficient the provisional stores are not there. So we have to travel for 5-6 kilometers. So therefore, if you start, definitely we will get a business. So this is what the ordinary business, conventional enterprises. Okay. Whereas the startup is completely different. It is innovation focused, completely innovation focused, a new idea, new technology, right? Like many things. So here the high growth potential. So the startup always have a high growth rate. So that is the beauty of startup. That is the only the secret or mantra. It may be called in different name. So quickly they become the owner for many crores. So here often operates in emerging markets or technology. So technology updation, it is very, very important. For this, students who are from other background or pharmacy, I can give a very clear example. What is it means? The technology updation, it is very, very important. Whatever business you are doing, even any new technology comes, so it need to be sustainable. That is important. If one technology comes, suddenly your business is following, that is not comes under startup category. So best example means I can see when technology comes, some business are slowly disappeared, right? I think at 90s, you can look at, you have many telephone booth. I think faculty who are watching the session, you can know at 90s, there is no mobile phone. So before 1100, I'm talking, there is no mobile phone. Every house, we have a landline phone. Then if we come out, we have many telephone booth, right? Many telephone booth. Every street they will keep one or two, right? Telephone booths are there. Once mobile is invented, so it is the complete telephone booth. It is in their pocket. Need not go for any mobile booth or something. Previously, we have a 1 rupee coin booth is there. Just put 1 rupee. You can talk for 1 minute or 2 minutes. So based on whether the call is local or STD, like that we had at 90s. So once mobile phone is invented, today you cannot see any telephone booth, right? You cannot see any, completely disappeared. So because of that mobile, that is disappeared. And one more thing I can give the example, like, the many browsing centers, it is there. If you go to Chittor, that main place, 5 to 6 browsing center will be there. We will go and we will pay monthly rent for 20 rupees. We will sit and we will do for a PhD. Normally, we have to do this. Today, once the internet connectivity comes with our mobile, completely all the browsing centers are closed. So this kind of business, it is called as an enterprise. When technology comes, suddenly it is disappearing. So this become outdated. Okay, so like that. And here, another important feature is flexible and adaptive. This is important. Whatever technology comes, whatever challenges comes, so it need to be flexible and adaptive. So this we have to ensure. And this is limited resources and funding is initially. So normally we have to go with funding, initial funding. We have to start with normally with the less investment. So we can't say less. So based on the startup, the quantum of investment, it will be very huge. Some of the other common characteristics, it should be innovation. So after problem solving, you will get the invention. After invention, you are going for startup. So that madam clearly given the prerequisite. And this is the nature of fast growing and scalable, flexible. So this is with high risk. So how high benefit, how fast growing, everything is there. This also with some risk. So carefully we have to look at the competitor, right? Carefully we have to look at the competitor. You know how it happens for Reliance, how it happens for BSNL, right? Previously they have many people are there. Many people are there in market like Airtel, right? BSNL. So later on, after the launch of Jio, so suddenly one by one it is swallowing. So we have to look at the risk also, right? A similar kind of business, who is starting, what is their level? So definitely some big fish came. It's not a big fish, whale came. So our business, it will be swallowed. So strong company culture, young in age, smaller team. Normally startup, they won't prefer a big team. So completely tech oriented. So already I said innovation tech oriented. So that's what I called the startup. It is called as a technical entrepreneurship, completely technical person. So often funded by the outside investor also. So these are all the various common characteristics. So next I move to the few success stories. This is important. This I am giving with some motivation. So already the previous speaker, they discussed about some of the popular startup in India, how they are, who is the owner, something they are given. So I am coming up with different statistics. So I'm starting from scratch, not from big. Straight away, I don't want go to big startup or something. How small ideas, small people, they are growing up. So finally, you look at this. I hope you can see this. This is the newspaper article I'm seeing. Just I gone through. This one, 2021, I shared with my Facebook page. This is my Facebook page. I shared the coronavirus destruction device using ultraviolet radiation. So it is this article published in one newspaper, Tamil Nadu newspaper, Dinamala. From there, I just translated the language. So I got with some point. This particular link, you can access this. So what does it mean? It's a coronavirus destruction. So 2021, that is the reason why I'm sharing my Facebook page with the date. So 2021, we are at almost the first wave of the COVID. So COVID pandemic we have. So that time the student, he is from a polytechnic student. So even our institution, as we said also, we assembled more polytechnic student. So this is the good, I think this is a good motivation for them. This student, he is from mechatronics. He is studying, he studied at 2021, he studied at one polytechnic. What is a standalone polytechnic? This place is near Trichy. He invented this particular instrument. So the operation I will explain very simply. This device, what it will do means it will look like a air conditioner, right? It will suck the atmospheric air from the hospital space, ambulance, everywhere. It will suck the air available inside. While sucking the air, the coronavirus also, it will be sucked along with the air. So after that, that air completely putting into ultraviolet radiation. Therefore, that coronavirus, it is completely killed. Then again, purifying air, recirculating into the hospitals. So particularly where the treatment is given for the coronavirus. So the before invention of this, the many people they lost. Okay, so he invented, and the news article came, and later on what happened? By seeing that, and a company from North State has brought that detail. It is not available with the newspaper. So one company, they brought this. They invested money to this to make a multiples and gone. Today, I think we don't have the completely eradicated. The coronavirus is eradicated. It may be obsolete. But you think that time, 2021, everybody, they are at risk. Today, we are living, we are live. Tomorrow, there is no assurance whether we will live or die, we don't know. So this situation he created. Finally, that company, they commercialized this, and they bought. And after that, after seeing this, IIT Chennai, which priced Siva Santosh is his name, right? For inventing many such instruments, gave him an opportunity to work there. They given opportunity to work at Chennai IIT. You look at getting admission at Chennai IIT, we have to clear the JEE examination with a very higher rank. This fellow, what happened? Just keeping one small invention, and simply he entered. So if you want to enter into IIT, even at assistant professor post, we need to have a sufficient publications, everything. He joined. I think he was with incubation center, and he is continuing his study. So basically, he is from mechatronics, a diploma mechatronics students. Okay, so this is his achievement. I will share why I'm talking about this guy. And again, you look at some of the student, that guy also is from mechatronics background. Mechatronics means it's a part of mechanical. You look at NASA to launch Karur student satellite. Karur means it's a south side near Salem. It is one place. There is 3 students, right? Took over 2 years. They design and develop a satellite. So this came at news at 2020. I am just giving date, time, everything I am showing. It is published in newspaper, right? He invented this satellite box. Okay, suborbital space. Actually, he prepared for one space launch program. Finally, it was selected, and finally they given fund for making the product. Right. Then finally, this one it is given into by association with the NASA. They developed. Finally, this satellite it was launched. Right, launched. So just 3 students, all are school students. They are together worked almost 2 years. They did. So here already we are talking about technology, cost effective, right? Here, how much they did is the experimental satellite they developed with the cost of 1.35 lakh. It is already available. It is with the newspaper information. Okay. This is a one thing. So this particular satellite box they developed. And another fellow at same Karur, right? I think the photograph it is there. YouTube video also available. You can access. Yeah, he is a tea master's son, right? He invented a small satellite at a cost of 10,000 rupees, right? Just 10,000 rupees. He explained that it is capable of analyzing pollution in the atmospheric above the factory. Just the satellite, it will be positioned above the industry. So it will track the pollution whenever it is going, anything is going away out of control. They will rectify the system within that. Okay, so these are all very good invention. Remember that they are doing at school level, right? A diploma level. Now these guys are school level. They are doing this much. And I just checked the academic performance of the student. They are not a topper. They are just above average student. So above average in the sense they have a very good fundamental basic knowledge and able to understand the technology. So with this knowledge, they are doing. So that students who are presenting here, you don't look at your academic, only the top percentage holder, topper in this particular class, particular department. They will do, it is their job to create invention, right? They will develop the product or something. It is not like that. Even average student also, they can do this. They can achieve this. Okay. So here, the 3 students I shown now, this 3 student, this guy, and this diploma student, that Shiva Santosh. So all are average, above average student. They can understand the technology, but the important thing is they have a very good creativity, creating the things, right? Creating a product. Simply, somebody, they will keep idea in my mind and simply pass on. Whereas these fellows, what happened? They created the invention, idea into product. That conversion is very, very important. Of course, this kind of invention are base for startup. So this will attract, definitely it will attract a very good funding, right? Even NASA, they sponsored, right? NASA, it is the International Satellite Launching Space Center, right? So they supported and they called them the satellites. It is launched. The satellite, that satellite box, it is they launched. And now I'm coming to the next level. So the startup, everything. What is the history? Okay, what is the history? How they are going on, right? Who are the top players in the startup market? This I want to give a touch up. Already, the first section speaker, that madam, she shared many information. So I want to discuss with some of the statistics. The top 10 colleges have produced India's most funded startup owners, right? There are many institutions. So almost all are premier institution. IIT Delhi, Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur, IIM Calcutta, IIT Bombay, IIM Bangalore, IIT Kanpur, Madras, Pitspilani, IIT Roorkee. These are all the top players for creating the startup owners. Okay, because you look at that, particularly this kind of premier institute, they have a facility. They have an incubation center. Some of the university and colleges, we got incubation center at 2021 in our institute. They are keeping 10, 15 years before, they are keeping incubation centers The only the IIT people, they will worry about patent. Other people, they will look at so only the publication or something. So they have a facility. So they have a proper guidance. They have a proper mentors. They have a very good network to develop the product. They have the high, well-established fab lab to do all those things. So these are all the positive features and very good promotion. So angel investor meet, it will be there frequently. Whenever meeting comes, immediately these people, they will ready to pitch their idea. So there are many positives up there. Okay, let us go to the statistics. The IIT Delhi, they are lead most fundraising by its alumni. So alumni from IIT, they gone for more startup as per the statistics. Next is IIT Bombay. You can see the bar chart here. And students from these top 10 colleges have gone on to found over 4,900 startups. Okay, 4,900 startup, almost 6-7 years of period. Okay, so this will be around 600 crores dollar, not 600 crores rupees, 600 crores dollar. Already you know the today's dollar rate, $1 equal to 83 rupees, that you know. So this much investment they gathered. So this is one of the very good starting point. So now slowly what happened, this startup culture, slowly it is trapping through IIC cell, through the incubation centers, through that, slowly it is spreading to even small college also, right? And here I want to share some of the statistics. The famous startup by IIT alumni, madam, she said some of the this Bansal, everything. So now I am going to explain that people, they are from which IIT, which institution. Okay. So IIT Delhi alumni, Sachin Bansal and Benny Bansal, they are the owner for Flipkart. This is one of the most successful startup, Flipkart. Next one, Deepinder Goyal is a Zomato. So Zomato, you know, everybody's mobile, it is there. We will order the food, right? And again, another famous startup by IIM Ahmedabad alumni, Deepak Kalra, Make My Trip, she invented. Madam also, she said this name, Deepak Kalra, Make My Trip owner. That the basic startup, it was came from the IIM Ahmedabad. Next one, Sanjeev, he is the startup owner for Nakuri, you know, the placement opportunity, placement website. Then IIT Kharagpur, Rahul Jamie, they is the startup owner for Swiggy, and Ramakrishna Adhikuri, Still Labs, right? They are invented. And IIT Bombay, that Bhavish Agarwal, he is the startup founder for OLA. So now I hope with this, you can come up with a lot of things. One is some of us, 10 institutes, they are mainly contributing for startup and many things. So this best practice we have to study for implementing our institution. So this may be the note for the faculty members and IIC members who are in meeting. So next slide, I'm going to, so we have to motivate the students with amount. So if you are taking this particular risk, if you are coming into this field, so you will get this much crore in a very short duration of time. Otherwise, you look at the student, they are always, their mindset, it is tuned. I don't know where it is tuned. They will always look for, after completion of my study, I will become a software engineer. So software engineer means simply go and sit under the AC in front of laptop and doing something. And they are thinking that that is comfort zone. So initially, at initial level, they will not face any problem, but there is more risk. If you are not up to the mark, you will be thrown out. And once if it is going inside, we have to face a lot of stress. So keep on updating is required. Keep on updating yourself is required. Suddenly, a new project came. That project is associated with a new technology or a new software program. So these are all the things we have to update. So don't think that the software profession, it is easy, right? At beginning, it may be easy. Once if you entered and getting 3 to 4 years of experience, then it is very difficult. People with a lot of mental stress. So they will serve for 10 years or 15 years. I have many of my students, I am in teaching since 2001. I am seeing many of the students. They are earning huge money in software field. They are coming and starting the business. Okay. So if you are putting similar effort into this kind of business and startup, you can get unimaginable amount. Even if you work very hard, you will get 50,000 or 60,000. So it is at Chennai, maybe 70 at Bangalore. So maybe other places, it may be around 80. So by the end, at the time of reaching your 40 years, you will get 1 lakh. So it is 1 lakh salary. But whereas here, startup, if you put similar effort, you will get you will be the owner for many thousand crore. So that is what important thing I want to share. You look at the profit for startup. This is the 21-22 statistics. Unfortunately, latest statistics I am unable to get it from the site. The Jago 1642 crores. Remember that 21-22 we are in the second wave of COVID. So even though look at the profit. And even particularly at the time of COVID, there is a big slope in startup and all the business, right? So therefore, here 2021, you look at the profit. So look at the profit, the 1692 crore. I am talking about profit, not an investment, right? Different company. You look at this Dream 11, 334 crores. So they are the one of the sponsor for our cricket team, right? Dream 11. So frequently we will get a advertisement while watching cricket. And you look at another important EC My Trip 72.5. So these are all the startups, right? Even if you are getting 1 crore within 1 year or 2 year, it is a big achievement. Whereas if you look at software profession, you are going for 25 or 30. That is a basic entry level. You will get 25 or 30,000. You just count how many 30,000s to become 1 crore, right? It will take many years, right? And you will be with the big risk. So many people, they are at fear. Some of the student, while interacting with them, they will be the alternate plan of going for higher studies. Why you want to go for higher study? You are there, no? No, sir. I'm not sure when I will come out. So this is what the interaction I'm having. And other top 15 venture capitalist. So venture capitalist, it is one of the funding agency. Through venture capitalist, I have got one statistics. So this I'm got from Pitch Tech, Pitch Book. This particular source I'm getting. Even each and everything I'm giving the source. Even you can directly look at it. You can directly check it. So Paytm, they put in billions, 16.66 billions. Baiju, Viber Room. This is an Indian company. Viber Room, Swiggy, Zomato, Dream11, Ola, Razorplay, Unacademy, right? You look at the cred. So cred means, cred power play in between the cricket match, particularly IPL match. They are one of the sponsor, right? Like that. So this is startup came out through venture capitalist. So these are all the startup at 2021. Remember, you look at 2020, we are with COVID, very severe COVID, right? Already I said we are at a very big risk for our lives, right? That time, 2021, so almost end of the first wave of COVID, you look at how many startup companies came, right? Some of the important one, this Grow, you can see the advertisement in while cricket match, and Misho, right? This startup and Cred. So this already I said, Cred power play, particularly IPL power play. They will discuss about their service, their business, right? Like this. And similarly, you look at 2022, we have a list. And similarly, 2023 also, I could not get the message 2023. So these are all the startup logo. Next one, I'm coming to again next part. I hope you can, you got properly motivated. Just I want to talk about this IIT, right? I discussed this at second. And before that, I discussed about this, right? This diploma student, school student. Anybody know why I am discussing this? Why I want to do this? So I want to start. Otherwise, so straight away I'm coming and discussing with slide. You people will think the startup culture, it will be there one premier institute like this IITs. Okay. The inventor, it will be there with only IIT. So that will give a meaning. I don't want to give that wrong meaning. Even not in IIT, even at doing one private polytechnic also, you can do a product, you can develop a product, you can create your invention, you can go for startup. Look at the collaboration, that is important. Okay, so one private polytechnic student, a standard old polytechnic student, we got. And these are all school students. So therefore, even not only college, even they not studied the IT courses, ECE courses, or any communication courses, still they can able to make this particular product. These are all the real-time example. I'm giving all those things with reference, right? Newspaper when it came, not simply showing the Facebook sharing or something. Okay. So I hope this invention creation, startup, everything, anyone can do. Even 5 institutions we are watching in this program. Yeah, any institution, it is possible to do. So therefore, you don't think that it is the job of IIT or something. Even at your institute also, with the proper guidance, proper mentorship, with good attitude, right, interest. So it is possible. Right. Next, I am entering into the understanding angel investor and venture capitalist. So this is the core section of the angel investor and venture capitalist. So what is the basic difference between these? So almost all are similar, both are investor, but even though the narrow line, they are differentiated, right? Their role is differentiated. Just I want to give a proper difference between these two things. So directly angel investor, venture capitalist, straight away they will go and talk. Just I want to give angel, who are all comes under angel investor, venture capitalist. So this information, it will help you once your invention is ready, going for startup, whom to approach, angel investor or venture capitalist. So you will get appropriate the people to get for your funding. Typically, angel investor, high net worth individuals, angel investor, and invest personal fund. So they will angel investor, they will keep their fund and they will come. Even in my startup journey also, one angel investor came and I will discuss. So this will focus on early stage startup at early stage. So startup means you are going to start the technical business. So we are at very starting stage, what is called startup. After getting maturity, it will become enterprise or enterprise corporate. It is called in different names. This is often provide mentorship and advice. Even angel investor, they have their technical team. They will assess while your pitch presentation. They will see that they will assess carefully, right? They will assess carefully. If your invention, any modification is required, any suggestion is required, any mentorship is required, they will give and they will advise, and they will encourage you to do the startup, right? Not only giving money, they will give a mentorship also. Mentorship, they will give a very good networking. Even your prototype is not up to the mark, not at lab scale, right? They will give a financial support to make one good product. So from that product, they will do multiple. So these are all the things that is possible with angel investor. Whereas the venture capitalist, they are a professional investment firm. So they are a professional. Their job is not doing business, only the investment. So only financial part they will take care. They invest pooled fund from multiple investor, focused on scaling and growth stage. They offer extensive resources and a network. Okay, they are so both are same. So there are very little difference. So these people, they will go for early stage. So these people, they will go for growth stage. So look at initially for some of the startup, you can look at the startup journey of many people. Initial investor, someone will be there. Once they will look at this business is fastly growing. Immediately, what happened? Venture capitalists, they will come and they will come for investment. Okay, so initially they will start, and in between, so they will mainly look at early stage. So here they will look at the growth stage. So then only they will get more revenue. But here the some risk when compared to venture capitalist, angel investor, they have more risk. So once the business, your startup is established, they are coming and doing. Now, what they look for the early stage startup. So startup, at the time of early stage, what is expecting, right? Both venture capitalist, angel investor, what is looking from you, right? So first thing, what they are expecting from you is, there are many things are expecting. This is I'm sharing with my experience also while doing presentation, while interacting with them. They asked many questions. With that, I am sharing. A strong team, committed and capable of founding team. So who is called the founders? Strong team is required. So that team, they are having very good technical knowledge, able to make the prototype, right? Able to Any technical problem comes, update. So the strong team with the technical, so that founding team, they will expect. So otherwise, one particular fellow is there. He is coming for business. You are investing. Suddenly that fellow left, right? Suddenly that fellow left, or the fellow who is founder is not having sufficient knowledge to handle the startup. Then investment, it will go waste. So your startup is good. Startup idea is good. Good market potential. If you are not operating, then what happened? The entire money invested on the startup, it will go waste. And the second thing, they will look at the innovative idea. So this is unique and scalable business concept. You take all the innovative idea like Swiggy, Zomato, Make My Trip. So everything, it is unique and a scalable business concept, right? No one can beat them. So the benefit is directly you can visible. And the next one, you look at the market potential. This is very important. Large and growing target market, right? Growing market, right? Mobile, everything, they will look at always growing target market. Previously, everybody, they have only one mobile. Now, everybody, they have a two, another mobile also they are keeping and doing. And so this is a very huge business. Similarly, automotive, the e-vehicle, so the diesel and other fuel vehicles, slowly they are scrapping down. Then e-vehicle, slowly it is coming. So this e-vehicle, definitely you will have a growing target market, right? You know very well, over the period of time, we will not get fossil fuel. Immediately they will switch over into the e-vehicle. So this kind of market potential they will do, and the traction, early signs of customer interest and revenue, they will check, and a clear business model. This is important. So madam also, she emphasized the pitch presentation. So clear business model is required. So this is what my product will work like this. My product, it will solve the problem of so and so. So this will be most useful to the society, more useful to public. So therefore, everybody will buy. So this kind of way it should be there. So the business model should be very, very clear. Otherwise, everything it is good. A business model, if it is not clear, definitely it is very difficult to get funding. So funding means they will ask more query, they will ask more clarity about this. So suddenly they won't reject your startup. They will give enough opportunity to update your business proposal or certain things. Next one, importance of market research. Before going for any startup, anything, immediately you go for market research. Of course, some product. So what I am doing in my startup, my invention, I will choose always the energy related product development. So energy means always you have a demand. So, you know, power cut is there, right? A sufficient power is not available for 24/7, right? Now they are buying more fossil fuels from other country, right? They are importing fuels from other country. They are spending more cost, more money, right? Many things are coming. Therefore, some product like energy, this kind of thing, definitely you will get a market potential. So there will be need always there from the customer. And else to identify market gap and opportunities. This is very important, right? Identify the market gap. So market gap and many things they will identify. You look at the people from the various app. You look at the Paytm app or Google Pay app. They clearly understand. So they utilized our laziness, right? So we have to go to bank and standing on big queue. You have to write all the checks, right? For example, once I got the salary credited, then I will put a permission, right? I will go, I will write all the 6 to 7 check. One check is for so other account for doing family expenses. One for my family, one for my son who is studying at some other place for hostel and mess fees, everything I am putting, many checks. Now what happened? They have to go stand in queue, writing checks, this, that, everything. Whereas if you have a app, once my salary credited, I will spend 30 minutes for each transaction. So already I will add all the the account number already I registered in my GPay or Paytm. So quickly I can do. You look at the market gap. So therefore they entered. So once they entered, slowly other people, they started to come. Then again, it will be based on network. The informs product development and the business strategy, right? A product development, business strategy, so that effective market research, it will clearly illustrate or indicate. If you are going for thorough market research and launching your product, you can reduce the risk by providing data-driven insight, right? Data-driven. For example, whenever I want to motivate anything, simply I can show that Sivasankaran or somebody, they did so and so invention. Students from Karur, they did something, right? I will say something. Straight away, I have to come with newspaper cutting, so and so did so and so product, right? Who are there with evidence. So this kind of data-driven insight, so it will this will be more required for doing market research. Otherwise, simply doing oral thing, it is not at all possible. Then enhances the investor confidence through evidence of market demand. So this is another important thing that is required. The method for validating your startup. So you have this is not from angel investor end, even at your end also we can validate it. For example, some people, some experts are there, or some guide. If you are just if you are explaining them, you can use this method and validate, right? This thorough validation is required before going for pitch presentation. So they will ask many things. So have you validated this idea, right? Straight away they will ask. This is a direct question. Therefore, what they will do, so before going for pitch presentation, before approaching the angel investor, so this is most important thing. First, you conduct the survey and questionnaires, create a questionnaire. Now you have a various AI tool to generate the questionnaire and gather feedback directly from the potential customer, not through some mediator or this one or expert who is closely contact with customer. These are all the things we should not believe, right? Particularly startup, it may be work for enterprise level, but startup level, it will not work. Who is the customer? Directly go and conduct survey, give your questionnaire and conduct the survey. You get the opinion. So you will get a clear-cut idea. Otherwise, if you are doing through mediator, sometimes it may not be wrong. It may not work. Then another method is focus group. Gain in-depth insight through moderated discussion, discussing with peer, discussion with the various startup experts. So thereby you can validate your startup. Then market experiment, test product concept or prototype in the real market condition. This is important. Testing. If you go for any agile investment, they will ask, have you experimented? A market experiment, have you did? Next one, competitive analysis. So your effort, everything is okay. What about your competitor, right? For example, you are take a startup, other big company from some Reliance or some Ambani group, Adani group. If they are also coming to this, they are a big fish, right? They are a big fish. You are like a very small one. So easily you will be swallowed. So we look at the competitive analysis, right? Competitive analysis. So therefore, assess the strength and weakness of existing competitor. Who are all your competitor? What is their product? What is their problem? How to overcome this? Right? Then again, from that, how to update our product. Like that, many things we have to study. This competitive analysis also very, very important before seeking the funding. Then go for customer interview, already focus group survey you are doing. Understand the pain point and preference firsthand. So this is important. We have to understand the pain point. This is called, right, empathizing. So already I wrote a book in design thinking. So there I clearly explained. Understanding pain point, it is called empathy. Clearly understand what is their pain, right? Your problem solving, at the end of once you develop the product, you are develop the product or came to startup, that problem should be solved. That is important. Otherwise, it will not fulfill completely. And we have to do it with minimum viable product, right? Minimum viable product. I will move a little bit. Minimum viable product, MVP. This launch basic version of Gauge market interest, collect the user. So whatever product, whatever invention. For example, I want to show the examples, right? Minimum viable product means it's called a prototype. Launch a basic version to gauge the market interest and collect the user feedback. For example, so already we discussed the same thing. So this is the minimum viable product, right? Minimum viable product. Cost also given 1.35 lakh they can able to produce, right? Minimum viable product. at low cost. That is important thing. Even this guy also is clearly saying that 10,000 rupees, right? This is a minimal viable product. So similarly here also you have a minimal viable product is there. So this minimal viable product, if you are spreading through social media, definitely that attracts. By seeing his achievement in newspaper, a company from North, they contacted him, they discussed, they mentored, they given a few more input also, they got that company details, everything, it is confidential, therefore they're not revealed in the newspaper. So these are all called minimal viable product. If you show that product and cost of the product, everything, so that is the attractive feature, right? Product is in your hand, you can explain very easily, you can demonstrate my product, it will solve the problem in this way. So it is very easy to explain. Without this prototype, minimal viable product, it is very difficult to impress upon. So it is like a theory. Okay, once product comes, then only it will be easy. So minimum viable product, right? A product, it should be a least cost, very compact, and easily. So this particular thing, if you launch, easily you can gauge the market interest and collect the user feedback. That user feedback, everything, that feedback again, bring it into the product. It would be better. That is the best way. So these are all the various methods. So this is the core of my presentation, how to validate before before approaching the angel investor. If you go there, they will ask this question. So unless otherwise, you have to give the clear data, not simply text. You give a clear data about your product, about this method, then only easy to attract. Okay. Next, developing a strong business proposal. This one, today you have a lot of AI tools to create a business model. This business model, I think I did with SK University. So 3 years before, 4 years before, we have a MOU. So we start our association with that. They are the mentor. Those days, the mentor-mentee scheme was not launched. So we have a MOU with incubation center, Atal Incubation Center, SK University. We did that. So there, this kind of business model proposition. So business model I did. So I presented to them. There they said very important component. Even same thing, even my startup also I presented with same thing. So really it is worked well. Really it is worked well. So I got funding for startup proceeding. Definitely it was helpful. So it will be with value proposition, target market, revenue stream, cost structure, key resources, key activity, channel, customer relationship. These are all the basic element, basic component of business, robust business model. So this one, everything we will put it only very least number of slide. We have to explain very clearly with data. That is important. Nowadays, you need not get information from website and other thing. You need not get any information from AI tool like ChatGPT or some other. Okay. So here it is very clear. You have a AI tool, right? That AI tool, if you give your product idea, everything, directly it will generate business proposal and it will give it to you, right? There straight away you can't go. And we have to make some modification. So any irrelevant things, right? Simply we should not go with the AI tool behind, right? We have to carefully go through all those things. Whichever information it is not related, not relevant, you can cut down, you can remove out. Then finally you bring it. Otherwise, simply going with the AI tool generated business proposal, presenting them, many of the information you cannot answerable, or you may not have a data to support their query, their expectation. So therefore, we have to very clear. So now it is available. Past 2 years, you have a AI-based tool. Our students, anyone, they are coming to me. We used to follow this, and after that, we will completely filter it. Unwanted information completely it is filtered out, right? Next, I am coming to example of successful business model. Suppose if you are doing business model, you are doing. We have 4 standard business model. It is available, right? Business model, right? I am talking about model with one example for each, right? First one is the Netflix provides, this is a subscription-based model, right? Netflix provide continuous access to set of library of content for a monthly fee. Okay, Netflix, I think if you sum up the Geo scheme, right? If you fill the data, you will get the Netflix access also. Even independently, you can get the Netflix access. Previously, it was there with the Hotstar or something. They came, right? They have a library of content, like they will update the movie. So once movie after a certain period, they will release at Netflix directly. You can see whoever having subscription, you would do. So this subscription model, it is the prime model. So many of the business subscription like Netflix, previously Hotstar, right? Today, whatever the subscription model available, so this will be based. The Netflix is recently very successful one. So that's what I'm putting into the example. And the freemium model means the Spotify. Spotify, I think, the Nagarjuna, he will come for ad, right? It is offers free version with ads and premium ad version, right? Premium ad version. So this will be there. What they will do, that Spotify, it is a free, but in between advertisement will come. We supposed to allow, if you want to avoid the advertisement, you have to pay, right? Otherwise, it is called a freemium. Premium, it is called into freemium. Premium means every month you have to pay. But the freemium. Madam, my slide is visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes. Now it
Okay.
is visible.
Okay, madam. Now power cut, I changed into my mobile mode. Right.
Okay.
Right. Right. Next model is marketplace model. This is eBay connect with buyers and seller, like earning revenue through transaction fees. This is like Amazon, we are doing order, no? Like buyer and seller. So we are the buyer, seller, it will be a company through Amazon. This is like a marketplace model, adding revenue through the transaction fee. Some part of the money, it will be taken care. Or sometimes the Amazon, they will hand overing your product to home. They will charge something. So like that they will do. Apart from that, we can go for a direct sales model. So for example, one best example, if I want to say, Apple sells its product directly to the consumer through its stores or online. So this Apple product, because they were, while going with other thing, the duplicate entry, it's a big problem, right? Over the period of time, the duplicate, it will follow original. For avoiding that, somebody, they will go for this, they will follow this kind of models. And coming to creating compelling value proposition. So this is one of the important element while going for, already I give a list. So this is one of the thing. This is unique selling point, right? Two elements, defining your unique selling point and how to communicate your value proposition effectively. These two important component, it is there with every business plan. If you go for every pitch presentation, so we have to inform very clearly, identify what makes your product or service is different, how your product is differ from others. So already similar product may be there. What is the difference between your product and their product? Their product means the competitor product. And focus on benefit that unique value to the customer. Your product, what unique will come, right? Previous product, they have some problem. So my product, I rectified that. So that we are intimating and highlight how you solve a problem in better than competitor. So these are all the things we clearly explain. So this is what every investor, they will look at, because they are investing money. They are taking more risk than you, right? And how to communicate your value proposition effectively, use clear and concise language. So the communication, right, while doing value proposition, use clear and concise language, focus on the customer need and pain point, incorporate a compelling visual and real world example. This is important. So for example, every presentation I have to talk with real world example. Simply if I'm telling like story, then without statistics, without evidence, it is very difficult to get motivation from the people. Then ensure consistency across all market channels. So these are all the basic thing it is required while going for value proposition. So this is important element. They will ask more questions from this. Then building a solid foundation team. Already I said, whenever the angel investment, they look at your competency, team competency, they will look at, right? Importance of strong and complementary founding team, diverse skills, expertise, enhanced business capability, not only running business, even if it is expanded, whether they will help us. Strong collaboration, shared vision, then balanced team dynamics, foster innovation and resilience. Again, what investor look for the team? Relevant industry experience and expertise. So normally the students from the institution, industry experience, it won't be there. Normally the startup, they will do it. They will do internship. They will do project, outcome of project they are doing. They will go for complete study, industry study, or taking expert opinion, or industry experience and expertise. So this is important, interacting with many people, creating expertise. Today, it is not a big deal. You have a AI tool, easily you can get all the information. You have a video, YouTube video, it is available for all those things, right? You have a LinkedIn, some connects. Easily you can identify the appropriate expert to collaborate. Everything is easy. Then proven track record of success and leadership, and a commitment and a passion for the venture, ability to work well together and adapt the challenge. The adapting challenge is base thing for doing startup. So particularly at the initial stage. But initial stage, if you are unable to adapt, then it is very difficult to go to next level. Next one, crafting effective pitch deck presentation. So this also madam clearly emphasized. Your pitch deck, it is the your what happened in resume. Normally it will be called through resume. We are selling ourselves, right? Writing, this is my knowledge, this is my skill, right? Your skill requirement is this. My skill requirement, it will match, right? Like that we are emphasizing. Similarly, crafting effective pitch deck is very, very important. So this is your invention creation, startup creation, and this also equally important. So many people, I have seen some of the people while pitch deck presentation, the idea, everything, it will be good. While coming for pitch deck presentation, even they will not answer the proper query also. So in addition to invention, you are concerned with your product. Similarly, you have to look at what is your alternate product available in market, what is its strength, what is its weakness. These are all the things that is very important, right? Now I am coming to key elements of successful pitch deck presentation. Clearly state the issue your startup address. What is the problem? How your startup address? This is important. And solution, describe your unique product or service. This is what my product. My product will do such things, right? Clearly, we have to explain. And similarly, market size, highlight potential market opportunity, business model. This already I discussed. Explain how your plan to make money. Business model, how your plan make money. This is important. So normally, investor, what they will think of. Even movie investor also. That Bahubali movie, they invested many hundred crores. Okay, they are giving the reputed director, that skill of Rajamouli, right? By believing skill, right? By believing his skill, that much money is invested. So for example, new director comes, right? He is very new to movie, or he is working as an assistant director, suddenly coming. So this kind of heavy budget movie, it will not be given to them. So this is very important. And traction, showcase any progress or milestone achieved. Team, introduce your founding team and their qualification. This is important. And financial, present key financial projection and funding needs. So financial means how much fund is required, what is each and every stage, how much fund is required. So this kind of clarity we supposed to have. Tips for delivering compelling presentation, ensure confident delivery. Some people, I think, startup, everything is good. While interacting with me, they will talk well. If they are allowing them to go for presentation, particularly online presentation, so they struggle. Even if they ask a very simple question, they are struggling, right? A simple question means we have to understand that they are seeking clarity from our product. So that is the way we have to understand and explain. Otherwise, it is not an examination, right? It is not an examination. Keep slides visually engaging and uncluttered. Tell compelling story to connect with audience. While telling story, we have to explain with some statistics, some information, some evidence. Okay. So now my presentation, I shown some newspaper cutting with the date, everything I am telling now. Then anticipate question and prepare answer. So questions, everything we have to prejudge before, right? And maintain eye contact and engage with your audience. So this is important. Then financial planning and projection. There are two things. Importance is builder investor confidence through transparency. This is important. So financial clarity, it is very, very important. So how much funding is required, each and every stage, how much required. So this will give a confidence to the investor. So definitely he is a good guy. He is having very clear cut plan. So money, whatever money investing, it will not go waste. This confidence we have to create among this. So for this financial planning and projection, this is very, very important. You have to conduct various analysis like profit loss projection, revenue forecast and growth rate, cash flow statement, break-even analysis. These are all the things we have to do. And product development and roadmap. Of course, product development, product design and development, I conducted a course for mechanical. And I given 1 or 2 lectures also. So this is the initial way to do idea generation, concept development, prototyping. This is very, very important. So this is the product development. It is derived from design thinking. That a design thinking textbook I published recently. Testing, iteration, launch. These are all the important basic things. And similarly, creating realistic product map, set clear achievable goals and milestones. This is very important. Goal, what is your objective? This is important. Objective means like whenever you are traveling, you have to have a clear objectives, right? I want to go to bus. I want to go here. Then only a conductor he will give a ticket. Otherwise, just entering into the bus, you can't ask. I want to go. You have to have a destination. So you're supposed to have a goals and milestones. And prioritize your futures based on your need. Allocate resources, set timeline. Incorporate flexibility to adapt changes and feedback. So we should not go for rigid idea always. So any feedback comes from customer end, we supposed to respect. Always we have to respect the feedback from the customer, right? And similarly, the angel investor also regularly review and update the roadmap. This is important. Regular review is required. Otherwise, one particular review, if you are not predicting, not understanding the technical requirement, it is very difficult to survive. So go to market strategy, planning your entry, conduct market research. This already I discussed. So again, I don't want to repeat it. But this slide I will share you just for your connectivity, information connectivity I'm giving here. So next, the legal and the regulatory consideration. So this is another important thing, legal regulatory consideration. So essential legal aspect for startup, this is important. So you choose the appropriate legal structure, right? Particularly LLC corporation. So before going to startup, properly register your idea for intellectual property registration is important. You to go for trademark registration, patent, copyright, everything. So here what I did is I gone for reverse way. So first I filed the patent. Then I granted the patent. Later on I gone for that. Therefore, no one can steal my idea. Then contract, draft clear agreement and partner employee. This one I will show in real time. I'm going to show my partnership agreement. Some of the screenshot, not all, I can't show. Similarly, compliance, ensure adherence industry specific regulation and standard. This will be there with agreement. Then employment law. So our my startup, it is gone with UK employment law. And common regulatory challenges and how to address them. Licensing and permit. This is important. Licensing means, for example, I'm the patent holder. So I'm giving right to the company. And the data privacy, the confidentiality is important. Then tax compliance is very, very important. Tax compliance and renewal fee. For patent also, every year I have to pay 6,000 rupees for patent renewal, right? So I will share coming slide, it is there. Then look at another important thing is environmental regulation. So our particularly globe, they are struggling with a lot of environmental degradation. Any of the startup, any of the product, it is harm to environment, definitely it will be a big problem. So your startup, everything is okay. Getting clearance from the environment and pollution control board, it is very difficult. They will not allow your business. It is creating pollution like that. Anyway, they will go for cost versus benefit, particularly plastic something, right? Then networking and building relationship. This is very important. This is what I'm asking you to access the resources. Any invention, anything is there, immediately contact the nearby incubation center. Even our Padmavati Mahela University, they have a good incubation center. Dr. Surya Kumar, he is the CEO of the incubation center. He did a lot of initiative. I attended a couple of events at Padmavati Mahela University. I seen immediately we have to attend, and we have to clearly give your problem. Therefore, we will get our solution very quickly. They will guide us what to do, what not to do, everything, right? And tips for building meaningful relationship with investor and mentor. This already meaningful relationship means even that one workshop, Padmavati Mahela University, our Surya Kumar sir, he brought one student, school student. I shown some of the screenshot. Even that school student, he is coming. He is the incubatee at Padmavati Mahela University. Every day after school, he will take a permission from their school management. He will come and sit. He will work on invention. He is developing some software. We could not understand much because until it is exposure, it is confidential. So very little information they given. Even I understood something. Even I could not expose. Then prepare for investor meeting, many things. So mainly we have to ready to face the question and answer section. This is very important. Then once the investor meeting is over, we should not leave it. So we have to do research again, right? And you update your documentation, you follow for funding, we have to stay engaged. Otherwise, if you are giving 6 months gap in between, because of technology or something, your new competitor, he will come and he will swallow your business. So therefore, stay engaged, particularly startup, it is very, very important. Now I want to go to my personal thing, my personal motivation. So in my career, already 23rd year it is running. This institution I'm associated with since 2005, even with the 2 breaks. So I did many inventions. That means the product development. So normally I will get a research funding. I have a grant from almost all the funding agency, DST, Young Scientist, FIST I have, UGC Research Fellowship, and UGC Minor Research Project. UGC Research Fellowship, they get paid 2 months salary, 1,05,000. They paid for 2 years, 24 months. So out of the research grant, so I developed some of the product like MAF attachment. This is already it is patent filed. So I put to grant. So therefore there is no problem to expose in this meeting. Here, this is one of the attachment, MAF attachment, magnetic abrasive finishing. The setup, if you want to buy, it is cost around minimum 6 lakhs you have to invest. Whereas you look at the drilling machine, just we will put the attachment here. This attachment we developed for just buying one magnet, niobium magnet, and straight away we will use. So less than 4,000 rupees, we generated this. We can get very good finishing, very fine finishing, right? We are near to nano finish we got. Right, I need not buy 6 lakhs machine investing on that. Just a drilling machine I will use. So I will finish it. So this is one of the MTech project I guided. So initially idea, everything I had. For experimenting this, I given to one MTech project. That guy, he did. And for MTech project. And this is another project. This is like a ball milling setup. This ball milling setup, I proposed in the FIST budget. So it was sanctioned. They given only 45 lakhs. So I could not accommodate this ball milling setup. Therefore, that is important for my research. So that also I did with the same drilling machine attachment. By using same drilling machine, I used to do develop some product. So this also ball milling setup, it will be with the different grades. Even local, it is available at 8 lakhs. India Mart, I have a quotation. And a German made one, it is the cost is around 26 lakhs. It is a German made ball milling setup. So just I got the quotation, I gone through all the product. So just ideate and I created this invention. By using this, what I will do is I will create sub-nano particle, not nano, we did not reach it because that require a lot of time, right? That drilling machine, it will be ideal. Whenever lab is there, some student will use, otherwise it will be ideal. By using this machine, we will product. This will be the replacement of 20 lakhs imported machine from German, or locally if I want to buy 7 lakhs. So this I will create it and I filed a patent for this. And everything I did experimentation. So I did experimentation, even I have an article I published. So this also I discussed in one of this article I discussed, right? This also one of the undergraduate undergraduate project. Just I will create invention with my money and I will give them for testing, right? I will give them for testing the invention. Testing part I will give it, then it will be proceed further. So both are, it is already patent. And this one, I think I shown to the our mentor institute. They visited at, as we said, I seen even 2016-17. That 16. Those days, 3D printer, it is costly. If you want to buy, we have to spend 5 lakhs something. This 3D printing, I think 2 batches are there: design and fabrication. The 2 project batch. They spend 40,000 rupees each, right? Within 40,000 rupees, we created this. So at our laboratory, we assembled and until coming up to before 4 years, it was running. So it is we can print the component, but accuracy level it will be somewhat less when compared to the new machine. So this is still available in the laboratory. 16 I created this. Now you have a low cost 3D printer, more accurate everything. But 40,000 we created when compared to similar product, that is 1 lakh something, similar product. If a low version, 1,20,000 is the least quotation. When compared to that, we fabricated for 40,000, and it will be for when compared to this 25% weight reduction. That also we got. So product development, weight reduction is important thing. And these are all the patent I granted. One design I got granted, and this is the patent I got. This is the struggle of almost 8 years. 2016 I filed this patent, and last month April it was granted. So this is like about a fan, electrical energy recycling fan. This also one of the product I developed. Almost 2 years I spent for developing prototype. I gone to Coimbatore. I was stay for 2-3 days and creating prototype, and successfully tested at lab level, even tested at home. So finally I came. Another patent, what happened, I have a problem with my family. Whenever I want to start a business, I will just give my horoscope book to someone. So how it is there, what is the time? He clearly said, by seeing within 5 minutes, he will say, so your nakshatram is not suitable for doing business, not doing with any collaborative work or joint business, something like that, right? So therefore, what I did is I created an invention. This is like a water level indicator. I added my wife name and my son name. So even COVID time, we given this task to my son and we did. So purchased all the component through Amazon, we assembled, and we took help from one of the incubatee, Mr. Venkata Kamesh. He is the we are from Vignan Technology Tirupati. He is one of the incubatee at Padmavati Magala University. Some technical thing, IoT related things, we are unable to understand. This patent we filed at 2021. Recently, we received the examination report. Shortly, we will get a grant also. I gone with family. So invention will be in my name. Business, I will do it with my wife name or someone name. So adding my wife name, I got an advantage. So advantage that I gone for the fast track examination. So one lady as an inventor, a lady name is there at inventor list, we can go. That is a rule. Previously, I don't know that rule. It is, I think, came 2 years before, whereas 21 I applied. No. So this helped us. And again, so this granted patent already I commercialized. This is my patent certificate. So I got a startup with, we have our, as we said, we have a MOU with this. So this is the initiative from UPSI. The factor Y, it is the company. Almost these people, they will connect the angel investor, right? I signed agreement. And after agreement, I got IP transfer agreement I signed with Fanergy. So this is the new startup name. For this, I will get the, you can see here, some of the standard compensation I want to share. This is for students' motivation. If you are creating invention, how you will get money very easily. That's what I want to show here. Agreement 3 years after IP transfer. After 3 years, I will get 1 lakh US dollar if my invention is not continued with this, right? In agreement, it is clearly available. So meanwhile, they are paying $2,000 per month. So this will come, I think, next April or May month, I'm going to get this. Now you look at the transfer share also. So this startup, I have a 25% of ownership, right? Simply one invention I did. And again, here I have my home studio is there. Any video lecture, anything, I will do it in my home. Apart from that, I have a personal fab lab is there to test various things. So now also I'm doing some of the inventions. And this is some of the association with Atal Incubation Center. Initially, I don't have mindset of going for startup and other thing. So I attended, we have association while working at Web Institute of Technology. There also I got Startup Ecosystem Enabler Award. I also transformed, being Dean R&D, these are all my grants received. This is my research project. And other project, almost I have 14, right? Now I have to change it. Today, if previously with this, I will impress the faculty members, student to do research. Now for startup, everything. So suppose I'm basically I'm a motivator. I supposed to be a role model to them. Therefore, I gone to that patent commercialization, everything. I gone, even though the horoscope restriction, this, that, everything. For motivating them, I straight away entered here. So this is some of my startup journey. Even that fan, almost I struggled for 2 years. Then later on, I applied. Right, it took 6 years. So once it is commercialized, I gone. Similarly, we have a lot of. There are various way to collaborate. This particular commercialization we discussed. We given some presentation. Whatever question asked, what is how my pitch presentation did? What are the questions they asked? So our interaction, I translated into a text I am sharing with you. So this is the way I am motivating. For example, I am being a faculty. Probably another 8 months, if I am getting $2,000 per month, so it will be a good amount. So almost I will get around 1.4, 1.5 lakhs per month. In addition to my salary, it is a good advantage. Similarly, student also, you can think in that way. So in line with this, other inventions also I'm doing like this. So Fab Lab. So whenever holiday I get continuous holiday, I will sit and do some invention. So this is the way I'm proceeding. I'm doing everything without compromising my teaching. That is my core work. So with this, I conclude. I think we are end of the time. So at the end, I thank Padmavati Magala University for giving opportunity to share some of my knowledge with you, with the students and all the mentor institution. So I have I am in that mentor institution group. So if require any any support, any information, so you are welcome. With this, I conclude my lecture. Thank you very much. So I hope Madam is online. Madam, I am over to you. I completed my lecture. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, so I am ready to answer. Madam? Madam, your voice is not audible.
Am I audible, sir, now?
Yes, madam. Now audible. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Participants from your end, I'm asking you if you want to interact or if you have any questions, you can raise.
You can raise your hand. So therefore, you will be unmuted and you can open your questions. So first I start with the faculty members from other institution. Yeah, there is a question came.
Yes.
No, I think it is not relevant to this.
Students, if they want to interact, you can.
So I think I given proper motivation. So
Yes.
instead of going for very meager software job, you can think like this, right? Put your effort.
Yes.
Wherever you go, whatever job you go, similar effort you put it. Put the same effort to startup, you can earn money. So when compared to your software option, this one very quick period, you can earn more money. So that is what the main agenda for this. So I hope I given proper motivation to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your detailed explanation was very enlightening and practical, and even the examples you shared and the actionable advice you provided to the participants, I think it will undoubtedly help our participants to navigate their startup financing with greater confidence.
Thank you,
Thank
madam.
you, sir. And next, we will have break. And next for next session, we will again join by 2 o'clock. Everybody take a break and have a lunch break, and we will join again by 2 p.m. and we will be having another session of government grants to innovators and startups by Mrs. B. Shahin.
Madam, you share the afternoon link, madam. I will share to the students and speakers.
Same link, it will
Okay, madam.
be
Okay.
there, sir.
Okay, madam.
It will be there. It will be there. The same link, enough, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, sir. We'll join later.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.